I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that word because are you gonna embarrass me? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd just come on the camera. It's been a while, I know. I hope you guys missed me. I missed you guys, but so much has happened since the new year has turned. Like, I don't even want to get into it. But so today I'm gonna do a brow tutorial for you guys. Very simple, very easy, everyday brow tutorial. So first thing you're gonna need is, well, there are two ways that I normally do my brows. I use a pencil sometimes or a brow pomade. Ooh, and my lips is ashy. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So I had to just put lip Vaseline on my lips because I don't know why they were so dry. Like, ew. But anyway, so like I was saying, I normally use a brow pencil or brow pomade to do my brows. However, for everyday simple brow look, I would normally go to my brow pomade. The hell? My brow pencil. Now, if I want like a glammed makeup look, I'm gonna use the pomade because it shows up a little bit darker, and yeah, it just looks, that's the way I do it. It works for me. I'm not saying that you guys gotta do this, okay? So you're also gonna need a concealer brush. Your concealer, so the concealer that I'm going to use today is MAC NC45 Prolonged Wear Concealer. Ooh, rude. As you can see, I use this a lot. It's almost done, so I gotta get a new one. And then I'm also going to use this brow gel, and it is by Benefit. It's the 24-hour brow setter. However, let's talk this. I'm lazy, and so like my everyday brow look is literally, oh shit, it's literally this and this, and I'm done. That's it. But I don't really like to use concealer under my brows unless I'm gonna do a full face of makeup. Again, that is just my preference, not something you guys gotta do. But I sometimes hate to see when a concealer, like, you literally just do your brows and you put concealer on and it's like, it's not even blending with your skin tone. Like, you could literally define the concealer and your skin. I don't like it, but hey, again, it's just my preference. So I'm not gonna talk you guys to death, but we're just gonna get into this. So the first thing that I do is I brush my brows up in an upward direction. And I'm a lefty, so you might see me flip between my left and my right hand, because just depending, sometimes it's easier just using my right hand. A little, I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that word because are you gonna embarrass me? So whatever. So I typically, a lot of people do this different. Some people start from the tail, the arch of their brow, and then go towards the tail. Some people start from the very front and then, you know, but it just depends. Like when I use my pomade, I actually do my arch first and then come down. But when I do my pencil, I just one and done, one line is it. But so right, you want to make the line in the front like pretty much really defined, but not like to the point where it's like super harsh, you know. But you actually want to see, not that you want to see it, but you know what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna make that bottom line first. Now you guys probably can't see it from this angle, however this is my perfect brow. This one, however, I'm like, it for some reason it does not, there's a certain part here the hairs just don't grow in, so I kind of come down lower with my pencil on this eye than I do this eye, but you guys can notice that. So I'm just gonna do my thing. Okay, so line is done. I don't know if you can see. And there you go. Ooh. So now I'm gonna come from my arch on the top, and then I'm gonna bring it down towards the tail. And then what I do is I'm gonna fill in the tail in my arch first before I go back up to the front. And I'm just gonna work my way to the front once I feel that has came in. So now the tail, I do strokes in a downward direction like this. Now when I get closer to the front of my brow, my strokes are gonna come that way, so it's gonna blend right in with the direction that the way my hair grows. And that's kind of what you guys do want to do, because you want it to look as natural as possible. You know, I've seen people where their eyebrows look like they slapped it on. It's literally like a box, like they colored it. I hate it. I really do hate to see it. But I mean, if you guys want a natural brow, like, this is definitely a very easy technique to go about doing. Now when I get closer to the front, I'm gonna take those strokes and I'm gonna go right up. Now for me, I don't go like, so you see, like, this is where my brow ends, and I take my strokes like halfway up. Like, I don't go all the way to the top, because what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna blend what I put in the bottom upwards. So I'm gonna move a little closer just so you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So like when I get I guess I can say a quarter of the brow going, like I bring the strokes up higher, but like when I'm at the very front, I do them like very much so halfway. I don't go up all the way at all, because you just want your brows to have that like natural look. So this is what has happened with the pencil. You see the difference? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my spoolie and I'm just gonna blend it all in. And again, I'm blending in an upright direction, and then when I get to the tail, I go downwards. So some people like take the front of their brow and then bring it this way to make the lines not look so harsh, but I don't really have to do that, because again, I do it very natural, very light strokes, so I don't even have the need to go back and really try to comb it out. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. Oh, I'm so rude, I didn't even let you guys know. So the pencil that I'm using is from MAC, and it's the spiked color. But I'm gonna go ahead and add everything in the description box for you guys, okay? So I'm gonna do the same thing with this eye. See, this is where it gets really but for the camera's sake, I'm just gonna position my body in a way so you guys can see it really easily. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna make that first line. This tickles because the way that my hand is angled, like when my hand moves, it moves my lashes back and forth, so it's just like tickling me. It feels like so weird. I really do look like a crapple trying to do this eye, because sometimes I'll do it with this eye, but then it's like I really have to like focus, so it's like I don't want to mess it up at all. Ooh, I just snagged my nail. Oh my gosh. So I can make sure that, you know, I get it done really good. I'm just gonna use my left hand. I guess I don't matter like which hand I use, left or right. I'm so slow, but I think it's just the way my hand is angled. Like, it's not, I don't know, it's really nothing there to support what I'm doing from here up. Like, yeah, my arm hair is resting, but you know, it just feels weird. So I'm gonna fill in that tail again. And I'm coming up here. I'm filling it in. And this is where I start to go upwards. So now, like this eye, while it is the perfectly shaped brow because all the hairs are like grown in, however, I do have a scar on this eye. So I go over the area where my scar is a little bit more so that it can, like, you won't really see the scar. It's not easily shown. Because, like, where my scar is, no hair has grown back since. So I try to really fill it in. It's so hard trying to look in the camera and do it. I have a mirror right here to the side, but it's like, so you guys see my eyes going in different directions, but it's like really, the camera is just not as defined for me. Like, I can't see it well enough, so. All right, there you have it. So now this one is a little bit darker looking up at the front than this one, but that's why we're just gonna blend it out. All right. Oh, it's still darker to me. I don't know. Did I go for this one a lot more? And that happens. So all I have to do is just kind of go in on this eye and add a few more strokes. But see, for me, it's like this was the perfect one, and then I just kind of have to make them match. So I'm just gonna go back with the pencil over this one a little bit more. I don't know what I did over here. It's so dark. If I blend anymore, like, I'm gonna be so red. Golly. Like, that is really irritating me now. So I'm gonna take my finger and try to take off some of it. There we go. It's getting better. Okay, so like I said, I don't really conceal my brows every day unless I'm wearing a full face of makeup. I don't know. But so at this point, this is where I would have gone in with my brow gel, and I would have just took it and did this. But I'll do this last. I'll conceal first. I don't know, I like the way that this makes my brows go in the upward direction, as if it makes it look like my brows have been laminated. But, and again, that's just my preference. Some people may not like that, but I do. I like that look. So now I'm gonna go in with my concealer, which is pretty much done. Normally I have like little pads, not really pads, but like squares that I would squeeze it out on. I'm just gonna move this back, but I'm gonna do it on my wrist. Oh yeah, baby, it is done. I think this should be enough. So my concealer brush is from Morphe. It is the M421 brush. So this is gonna be so weird. Oh, I'm such a crapple, guys, because I need my, okay, so I'm trying to get close enough so you guys can see, but I don't need this part resting on anything, but I have my table here, but it's like I need this part to be free to do what I need to do. But we're gonna wing it. I'm gonna try my best. So I'm gonna come from the front of the brow again, and I'm gonna start that line. Now my strokes are very light, so and the little goes a long way. Like I didn't really like put a lot on the brush, but you see how I was able to do that entire line over. So now what I'm gonna do is the line that I just did, I'm gonna bring everything down so that it can blend easier. I'm sorry, it's tickling my lashes when the brow hits it. The brush. I'm so slow today, like what the heck? Alright, so this is just too much. I don't normally go in that direction, but because my hand cannot move the way I need it to so that it can stop tickling me, I just had to do that. So I bring it down as far as it would allow me to, as far as it's gonna stretch and come down. Okay, so I just have to do this. Sometimes to make sure my line was even, I'll even go back closer to the top and just brush that line out. So that's done. So I'm gonna get a little bit more and I'm gonna do the top of the brow. Now when I line my brows on the top, I'm gonna come and do the tail first. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the front. Let me see if I can try and do it this way so you guys can see. I can't really see the top because it's so bright outside, so the glare is just not helping. And so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take the edge of that line and bring it up into my forehead. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the next eye.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but this brow ended up having a lot more concealer than this brow. So like any excess, when I start to like semi-blend it, I kind of just go back in over here to like put a little bit more, just so it gives it an even blend. But So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go take my blending brush, and this is just, whoops, this is just a Real Technique brush. It's the domed shadow brush. So when I start blending, I bring my right brow into my left. And that's just the way I do it. Now I also come down into the middle here just because I feel like if it don't have any concealer there or light concealer, it just looks weird. Like, again, my preference, just how I do things. Everybody has their own way of doing it, but for those who need a little bit more help, this is an easy way. Period.
Audio Jungle.
So when you're doing this, when you're blending, you want to make sure that the line at the bottom that you did with the concealer, that you blend that out really, really good, because that is going to be one of the, it's going to be a really harsh line that you've already set, so you want to get it really good. Alright, so there you have it. See, it's not much concealer that you can see on the brow still, but you do see like that really good brown, but it just highlights the brow bone or whatever. So, and then this is where I would take my brow gel, and I'm just gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take the hairs of my brow and just comb them in an upward direction. Give it that clean look. Like, I don't know, your brows are really, really groomed. You can still see my scar. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I should do a story time on how I got that scar. Put in the comments if you guys want a story on how I got this scar, because oh gosh, it was so crazy. Like, so crazy. I got a mini vacation from school though. And that's really it. That's all I do to my brows, you know, minus the concealer if I'm gonna even do my brows at all every day. And then I'll just go ahead and brush my lashes out. See, now for me, this can be an everyday out of the house look. For those, you know, that still aren't really into the lash extensions, you could have just gotten some mascara on your lashes. If I ever do mascara, I'm gonna do the top and the bottom, but it's, you know, your preference. Or, you know, strip lashes. If you in need of some, head on over to www.nuyuco.com, and we got them all lengths, all style, different styles. We got you. So that's really my everyday brow look. I'm thinking of doing a brow tint tutorial for you guys, so if you guys are gonna want that as well, you could go ahead and comment down below and let me know. I mean, even if you don't, I probably might just do it anyway, just because. So that's all I have for you guys today. I've missed you guys so much, so I'm glad to be back. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, please. Pretty please, don't make me beg. But anyway, yeah, so if you like my videos, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.